It's time for a new RTX 3050. AMD continues to just dominate Intel, and Intel is trying to at least get something back. Let's get into the hot news, everybody. I'm your Brett host. We're going to be going over the hottest tech news I can find on the internet while you enjoy your breakfast this Friday, July 25th, 2025. We're going to start off today talking about the resurgence of the RTX 3050, but it's actually called the 3050A this time, with the A standing for the fact that it is on a new architecture. Instead of it being based on the previous generation Ampere architecture, it's now going to be based on Ada Lovelace, being used on the AD106 chip instead of the GA107 chip. Now, we don't know much besides this, except for details are popping up about it. We don't know the CUDA core count, we don't know the price point, we don't know if this is going to be a desktop chip or a mobile, although the details are pointing more towards another desktop chip, which potentially this might come in lower than the 5050 in price, maybe something like $199. Theoretically, it could potentially have 8 gigabytes of memory. It might also have 6 or 4. Anyways, this is the 5th rendition of the 3050 that's going to be making its way to market, but we'll keep you updated as we learn more about this. But 3050A might be in systems sometime soon, just like you might be in today's video sponsor. It's no secret I've been a Vessi fan for a while now, and not just because they're sponsoring this video, but because they make lightweight and comfortable shoes that last. Vessi's Pacific sneakers take the lightweight comfort and breathable waterproofing they're known for and packages it in an athletic style that is still perfect for everyday wear. The Pacific sneaker is perfect for all you city slickers out there who spend your time commuting on foot or traveling the concrete jungles of the world. This one pair of shoes can take you through your early morning gym session, your favorite cafe for a cup of joe, keep you company on the clock for casual Fridays, and still look good for your after work plans. A little bit of rain? No problem. Vessi's lightweight and breathable Dynatex technology keeps your feet and Vessi socks dry and comfy all day long. Running a little late? First of all, shame on you. Second, it's actually not a big deal because the Pacific sneakers slip on in seconds to get you out the door nice and quick. Tough on your shoes? Again, shame. Take care of your things, man. But also, Vessi stands up to various terrains and conditions, so they're mighty durable when it comes to construction. Oh, and these shoes are doing all this while being eco-conscious, featuring vegan and PFAS-free materials. If you think Vessi stops there with ways to be great, you'd be wrong. Great shoes aside, Vessi also offers a 1-year warranty on your kits and a worry-free 30-day return and exchange program so you can shop with confidence. Get a pair of shoes to carry you through everything your day can throw at you. Step confidently into daily life with the waterproof ultralight Vessi Pacific sneaker. With a 1-year warranty and worry-free 30-day returns, you're covered for every journey. Discover more at vessi.com/UFD Tech and get 15% off your first pair. Thank you to Vessi for sponsoring today's video. Well, I'm going to use my Vessis to run on over to my PlayStation to update it because Sony is introducing new features for their DualSense controller that I have wanted for quite some time because I personally really enjoy using the DualSense both on console as well as on my PC, and that is there will now be cross-device wireless setup for these controllers, something that has not been there. You could only have it paired to one device at a time, but now they're making it so that the DualSenses are updated so that you can connect it to your phone or your PlayStation or your PC or whatever gaming device, what have you, your LG Smart TV perchance, where you moonlight in from your PC, which is in the basement. So that should be coming in the latest beta software update for the PlayStation 5 and rolling out later on for everybody, hopefully sometime soon, because I really want to get in on that. I have enjoyed using the DualSense as mentioned, but I could also use that on the GPD Win 5, which is getting officially shown off by GPD themselves, giving a little gameplay demo of Black Myth Wukong on their Strix Halo little handheld, something that I definitely want. It's got the Radeon 8060S powering it. They show it's running roughly 200 FPS. No notice of settings or what resolution it happens to be going at, but they said that it should be making its debut at China Joy 2025, which takes place in a week on August 1st. GPD, if you're listening, I would love to review this thing, or, I'm okay buying it because I love the Strix Halo. I love using it. I want more devices that have it, and I'm here to support that. And I'm here to support Reece, saving us money so that I can continue to afford things such as that.
Yo, welcome back to UFD Deals, bringing the hottest tech deals on the internet. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's the deals for you. Starting us off today, we have this Sticklemonster Master Liquid 360L Core AIO CPU liquid cooler going for only $74.99, making it $15 off. But then next up, we have the Lian Li LanCool 3 full tower case, available in white with 3 PWM fans for only $104.86, making it $82.40 off. And then lastly today, we have the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9. This dual QHD 144Hz QD OLED curved gaming monitor is going for $879.99, making it a very nice $420 off. And hey, with that, the deals are done. You can find these and more linked in the video description down below. But until next time, man, you're back to bread for the rest of your hot news. Cheers.
Well, Reece, it's not just you who's saving people money, but also Hyte coming in. The expensive case maker now announcing that their tariff situation has gotten better, and they're going to be dropping the price on a lot of their cases. Mostly, it's all of their actual cases like the Y40, Y60, Y70, and Y70 Touch Infinite, with them getting price drops from $440 down to $400, and then also the Y40 going from $140 down to $130 just because the tariff situation has alleviated. The only caveat in this entire thing is that it does not apply to the weeb ones. It doesn't apply to the custom anime collaborations that they do. It's just their regular cases, not the weeby ones. And speaking of clarifications, there's a major clarification that needs to be made on this story, which came out that AMD finally hit 50% market share with their server setup, destroying Intel, gaining all of the amount of servers that exist in the world to make it so that Intel is submitting to their will. And the truth is, AMD is still doing very well for themselves. But this chart was circulating out on the internet showing that AMD had hit 50% and basically was at exact parity with Intel when it comes to servers. However, turns out that that is not a realistic chart. In fact, this is actually what it looks like. 36.5% of servers have gone to AMD, which is still a massive increase for them quarter over quarter, still a massive decrease for Intel quarter over quarter, but not exactly the schmacking that it was in the previous chart. And according to Passmark, the reason that this had to be adjusted was because there was some manipulation in the data that made it so that it looked like AMD was doing better than it actually was. And the 36.5% does kind of go along with how things were previously, kind of continues on that same cadence, whereas with them going to 50% in a single quarter would have, like, that raises a lot of questions of which companies out there are buying that many servers to swing that much headway for this market share in this situation. And it looks like it hasn't happened, but AMD continuing to do well, Intel needing to learn lessons. That's just the general vibe that we're in the desktop market as well as in the server market. And it looks like Intel is learning their lesson on consumer gaming CPUs, because we're getting more details out about the Nova Lake CPUs. The Core Ultra 300 allegedly is what it could potentially be called, with them having 3D Vcache-like setups, or BLLC is what it's supposed to be called for Intel big last level cache, and the highest end one's supposed to have 144 megabytes of that on the Ultra 9 versus the 128 megabytes that you get on the 9950 X3D. So the core counts on these Nova Lake chips have been disclosed in a leak that has just come out. 16 performance cores on the Ultra 9 with 32 efficiency cores on the Ultra 9, and then 4 low power cores with that 144 megabytes of L3 cache. The Core Ultra 7 is going to be 14 P cores, 24 E cores, and then 120-ish megabytes. The Core Ultra 5 would be 8 performance cores, 16 efficiency cores, and then 72 megabytes of the BLLC, which honestly, that 8 core P, 16 core E puts it very close to where we're at right now with the Ultra 9s that are out on the market. Then you add in the excessive amounts of L3 cache, and it looks like this might be a big step up for Intel, especially with it coming in with Celestial graphics and having all of these new enhancements to it. I want to see this come out. Now, as I've mentioned in so many times talking about Nova Lake, the release date of this is not very clear, and in fact, the latest rumors are indicating that they're going to be late by a single quarter with the high-end Ultra 9 chip, the 1632 core one, and that the Ultra 7 might come at the same time or also be delayed. It's not quite clear. Maybe this is a CES announcement from Intel, or maybe it's even further down the line and we just have to kind of slug it out with the Ultra 200 series right now, and everybody still buys the 9800 X3D for the foreseeable future. Maybe a 9600X3D hitting the store shelf sometime soon would be nice for the average consumer, but Intel has a ways to go. This might be something that helps put them back in the roadmap. An Ultra 5 that comes in at $250, $300 and has all of the features that you would expect from a high-end chip of this generation could be quite good for them, but we'll keep you updated as we learn more about all of those CPUs. And I want to see what you guys had to say on Wednesday's episode of Hot News. We got Mix saying, imagine if we did end up getting the 7950 XTX. Oh well, I suppose customers would have bought a 4090 anyway. So I still would have liked it. The RX 7000 series, it just continues to be a sad note in my book, just because I thought it was great value. I thought the RX 7000 series made a lot of sense at its price points. Customer market didn't agree, and it doesn't seem like the customer market's agreeing so much with the current RX 90 series, mainly because of MSRP discrepancies, but it's not looking good for AMD this generation either. And then Taryn asking, didn't the W9700 release today? So that's the 32 gig version of the RX 9070 XT that's made for workstations, the AI Pro. I think it's called the R9700. Maybe I think it's the AI Pro. They might have changed the naming scheme, but yes, it did launch on the 23rd, but that was specifically supposed to only be in pre-builts for the first few weeks / months, and then it's going to come out to the DIY markets. I don't know if those are hitting the market. I did some like light research into it to see if I could find a way to acquire one, and I didn't see any easy, simple purchase paths, but that could just be because I'm looking as a consumer and not have OEM connections where I'm going to be buying a whole bunch for my company. And then Angry Man saying, I'm still running the 1950X. It's a beast, but the bottlenecking is beginning to suck. Sorry to hear that. I mean, yeah, the 1950X, 16 cores way back when with Zen 1 architecture, yeah, that would probably be showing its age at this point. Obviously, you had a lot of flexibility with the extra PCI Express lanes, but I remember doing this live stream, over 7 years ago, almost 8 years ago, with the 1950X release. I got this on launch day and was able to do a little test bench setup where I got to run the 1950X thanks to Wootware providing that, and then also having an X399 motherboard on hand. It was a good chip. It was a good chip for the first little bit. 2950X, we upgraded to that for our editing system for a little while. It was a nice time. Early Threadripper, some good memories. And then we got a bunch of weird comments that I just wanted to quickly address. We got Mastermind saying, I was just watching a video about these same topics in the same order. Do y'all just copy each other or what? I don't even know who you're talking about, but no, I don't copy anybody. I do all of the curating and conglomerating and research myself, and then put it together in the order that I think makes sense for how I like to present things. And then if we happen to match, we happen to match. Great minds think alike, and so do ours. And then Space saying or asking, why are you always shilling AMD for doing the bare minimum, yet crap on other companies for doing the bare minimum? I'm a shill. I love AMD. That just can't get enough of Team Red. I love running their stuff. I definitely have AMD in my PC and in my gaming laptop. And actually I do. My gaming laptop has an AI 9 HX370, so there you go. And then Hi Hello saying, what happened to your face? Put on a little weight? I don't know. I'm not necessarily sure. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Maybe I'm just tired. I don't know. And then Uriel saying, why are you so sad in Haunted videos? That's just my face, man. I'm not sad. I'm actually really enjoying life right now. A lot of stuff's going right. A lot of stuff's going well. Things are good. I'm happy, and that's this is what I look like when I'm happy. So maybe you don't want to see me when I'm sad, and you don't want to see me anymore right now either, because I'm going to be done with this episode of Hot News. I'll see you back here for more later on the stuff we do here.